Hi guys, it's Shay, and today I'm coming to you with a different video than usual. This video is going to be my experience with becoming a new mommy. I am a new mommy, not a fresh mommy, but I am a first time mom. I just had, well, didn't just, but I had my son on October 18th of 2015, and today is March 14th of 2016. So he is 4 months old. He will be 5 months on March 18th. And this video is just going to be about my experience and how I'm feeling and how I felt when I first became, and now with being. When I first found out I was pregnant, I was a little bit like taken back a little bit, because before even finding out I was pregnant, I was always that girl who was just like, I don't want kids. Kids really never liked me. Like other people's kids, nieces, nephews, little cousins, little sister, like kids never really liked me. So I was always that one friend, one cousin, that child, that I was always that girl who was just like, I don't want kids. I'll be okay with kids. I do want to get married, but I don't really want kids. So that was just me. So when I first found out I was pregnant, like I really didn't know how to feel. But of course, keeping my baby was the only option. It was no other option for me but to keep my baby. But I was still like taken back, like okay, and I'm going to be responsible for a whole nother life. So I need to get in gear and get ready for this. So, when I found out I was pregnant, me and my boyfriend, we were together when I found out I was pregnant, and we are still together to this day. Um, we just got prepared, we told our family and friends, and we shared it with them, and we got through our pregnancy and going through my pregnancy. We just got prepared, we told our family and friends, and we shared it with them, and we got through our pregnancy and going through my pregnancy. And I just, always, hoped and prayed that I never just slipped into that bad mom. I was like always around kids, so it's not that I didn't know how to take care of a baby, because I knew very much well how to take care of a baby, how to change a diaper, and I knew that sometimes babies were just going to cry just because they just wanted to cry. Like something just might not even be wrong with the baby, and they just want to cry. So I was like already prepared to deal with a baby who just might just want to cry all day just because. So I was kind of prepared for that. I just at the time just genuinely did not like kids, and I think everybody in my family knew that. So it was just kind of shocking when everybody found out that I was pregnant, because it's just like, wow, Shay, you really don't like kids. Like, what are you going to do with the child? And I was just like, y'all, I'm going to have to like my own child. Like, I don't know. But, so I just got prepared for that. My labor, I was in labor for about 15 hours, and it was worth the wait. Like when he came out and the doctor first laid him on me, he was like, here's your baby boy. And I looked at him like my heart just melted. I fell in love with my baby, and I was just so obsessed with him ever since that day. And I just loved his little life. When I first brought him home, my boyfriend, he took off of work for like that entire week. So it wasn't that overwhelming at first, but then when he started going back to work, everybody else who was still helping, they had their own lives, so everybody had to go back. So I had to adjust to being a mom, and I actually live in North Carolina now, which is far from the rest of my family. I do have family here in North Carolina, but it's like my aunt, my cousin, and my mom. My aunt lives in the same city as I do. My mom lives an hour away. My aunt lives an hour away. But my cousin, she has her own life. So I can't just always call her when times get rough with the baby and be like, can you come help me? Like, she has her own life. So I had to adjust to it, without having that extra help from like my sister and my grandmoms and my aunt. So I had to adjust to it, and it was hard. But the good part about it, I think, was that I had my boyfriend with me. My boyfriend, he plays. I tip my hat off to single moms. Honestly, I do, because I think if I was a single mom, I probably would have lost my mind a long time ago. So I salute all you single mothers out there. I honestly really, really do. But adjusting to becoming a new mom, it was very different. Like being responsible for a life other than your own. You can't just be careless whenever you want to because you have a little person. I was a little bit nervous and being a good mom because like it's actually work that you have to put in to be a good mom. Just having your baby live with you does not make you a good mom. Like you have to actually put forward an effort to, you know, teach your baby new things and talk with them and read with them and learn your baby. A lot of people, a lot of women or females have babies and don't even know their baby. So it's a lot into being a good mom. And every day that I wake up and I have a new day with my son, I take that day as an advantage to be a better mom than I was the day before. So it's not always easy. Now, before I had Cam, a lot of people would say to me, like, girl, you better get all the sleep you can get, because once that baby get here, you're not going to get no sleep. You're not going to never sleep. You're not going to have no sleep. But I didn't get as less of sleep as everyone said I was going to have. People made it seem like I wasn't never, ever going to get no sleep. But I did get sleep. But I also think a big factor of me getting as much sleep as I got is because me and my boyfriend actually lived together. So, yeah, but I did get a lot of sleep. Um, Cam wasn't one of those babies that did a lot of crying. He only cries when something is wrong with him. Like if he's hungry or if he's like really, really sleepy, he wants to fight his sleep. Other than that, he's not one of those babies that just sit around and cry. He's actually a really, really happy baby, and I love that. After they have a baby, because of all of the hormones that's coming in and out of their bodies, and just adjusting to having your body go back to what it was before you had your baby. A lot of moms go through postpartum depression, and I had like a slight case of that. I don't like to say postpartum. I rather just say baby blues because postpartum just sounds very depressing. So I did have a slight case of the baby blues after I had Cam. But my boyfriend, he tried to keep me as motivated as possible. And I did have a lot of people to talk to try to keep me in a more upbeat spirit. Like my mom and my sister and my cousins and stuff like that. So it wasn't as difficult to deal with my baby blues. But it wasn't always easy. Like some days I just wanted to just lay in the bed. But I can't because once my boyfriend went to work, I had to get up. I had no choice. So Cam also played a big factor in me just having to like rushly get over my baby blues. But then on my boyfriend's days off, he would like, you know, I would come and have me some me time in the living room, and they would just be in the room and they would just spend the whole day together, and they would give me a time to clear my head or whatever. And some weekends when we would go to my mom's house, or if we were go to my boyfriend's mom's house, it would give me time to have a break. Or if we go to my boyfriend's like aunt and uncle house or something like that, it would give me a time to have a break because from just always being with Cam. Because even though, you know, babies, you know, your baby does make you happy. Well, my son does make me happy. But like I said, adjusting to being a new mom, you might get a slight case of the baby blues. And how I got over that was I would talk to people who either went through what I went through, or people who could, I know that will always be able to get me in the upbeat spirit. So I would talk to my sister and my mom. Of course, they have kids. And people who would just always try to keep me positive. One of my aunts was a very big help as well. I would just call her at like random times, like, I need to talk. And we would talk, and she would, you know, just give me like, share some of her experiences with me, because my aunt has 4 kids. So she shared some of her experiences with me, and you know, it kind of helped me a little bit. I would listen to music that would help me calm down, or find something on TV that would help me not think about things so much, because on top of having slight baby blues from dealing with all the hormones, I was still dealing with my own personal life. I was still dealing with my still everyday life. Like, I still had financial issues. I I just had everyday issues. I'm human. I have issues. I have feelings. I go through life. So, I mean, I was just dealing with a lot all at one time. But I did get over it with the help. I think it's good to have a a strong support system when you have a baby through that experience, especially for moms like me who went through it for the first time. I think it's best to have a strong support system just in case you do feel down. You have someone to talk to, or you have your group of people to talk to. So I do think that it's very important, and to have like a little outlet. When I say outlet, I don't mean go out and spend, because when you have a fresh newborn baby, the last thing you want to do is spend buku bucks on things that you don't need, because money is very important when you have a baby, because your baby is going to need things. So I do think that it's very strong and very important to have a strong backbone or a strong foundation, a strong support system when you're having a baby. Because that could be the key to it all. Have people to talk to. And if you feel like you don't have no one to talk to, you might want to seek help. There's nothing wrong with it. You don't want to be one of those moms just have a newborn baby and you feel like you're going crazy and you're not letting nobody know, because that can be very bad for you. The last thing you want to do when having a new baby is to make yourself unhealthy or to harm yourself or to cause any damage to yourself, because you have to be well and healthy to take care of your baby and have your baby well and healthy. So it all comes as one big breastfeeding. I did breastfeed. I do breastfeed. When I first had Cam, I had the hand pump in the hospital, and I hated that hand pump. I'd rather have the electric pump. I had the Medela breast pump, and I love that thing. And I would just strictly just breastfeed. I would pump, store it, make bottles. When he first came home, he wasn't drinking that much. But then he started drinking more than I was pumping. I wasn't really pumping as much as I thought I was, because then he started drinking more and he was pumping faster. So I would give him formula as well. So how I break it up is, in the morning I give him a bottle with like some cereal in it to have him more full, because I don't want to give him too much milk, but I want him to still be full. So I put cereal in his bottle, even though they say don't do it when you're 6 months. But growing up, everybody I ever know with their kids always gave them cereal in their bottles at 4 months. He eats like actual baby food on a spoon. It took him a while to get used to it. Um, he does. I do nurse him still. He does get some formula, because when I nurse him, he don't get as full. And I do still sometimes pump. So I just do what I know. I mean, the doctors, they know what they're talking about, but I do what I know. I do what best suits me and my child, honestly. I'm adjusting every day to new things. I'm learning new things about being a mom and about my baby every single day, all throughout the day. I learn everything new, and I love it. I don't think I would ever have any more than like 2 kids, because that's a lot. I also tip my hat off to those who have like 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 kids, because and I probably won't have another baby until I get married or something, because but so yes, guys, that is my experience with being a new mom. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this was helpful to anybody out there who was expecting their first baby. I hope me sharing my experience will also help you. So guys, I hope you enjoy it. Bye guys.